Hi, welcome to the game of Blackjack. This is a game where you get as close to 21 without going over, and you're betting against the dealer and no one else. So when you walk up to the table, if there is no one playing, the dealer will have the cards out on the table. Otherwise, they may have it in what's called the shoe. So first off, what I'm going to show you is the value of the cards. These cards right here, 2 through 9, have the value as to what you see. 2 is 2, 9 is 9. Here you have 4 cards in the 10 bracket. A 10 is equal to a jack, a queen, and a king. They are each a 10. The ace is a little different. Ace has the value of 1 or 11. So let's say you have a 9 and an ace. You can look at that as 20, or you can look at that as a 10. It's pretty close to 21, so you're going to want to stay on it. But if you have a 2 and an ace, that can be a 3 or a 13. If you hit it with a 10, now it becomes an actual 13, and from there you have to decide whether to hit or not. Part of it is when you walk up to the table, the dealer will have all these cards, and they quickly check to make sure that there's no damage to the cards, no water spots, no kings. And this happens at every game. The front is checked, and then we come around to the back side and we do the same thing. We check to make sure there's no kinks, water spots, no kind of damage, no kind of flaw. And it can happen where the cards you get might have one card in there that's off. If that's the case, the dealer will call for a whole new set of cards. Now what I'm doing is called washing the cards, mixing them up and getting them ready for play. And we crack open cards. It's 6 decks. It lasts for the full shift. But let's say you have a single deck game that you came up to. Those cards will be swapped out probably about every hour, because that's a handheld game where the player holds the cards, and of course they get worn out. Double deck every couple hours. In this particular case, we've got 2 decks. And they're all washed. Now what we do is we do the shuffle. Bring them apart, we'll shuffle. And this is where the dealer has a good time talking to the players, getting to know them. We shouldn't have to look at our hands at all while we're shuffling. Find out how's the weather, your name, where you're from. It's a good way to get the player comfortable and ready for the game. Now I've shortened the shuffle a little bit, and then we'll bring them together, and now they're all set to go. Then what we'll do is we have what's called cut cards. We have 2. One to the back so that no one can see what the number is in the back, and the other one will present it to the player. The player will take the cut card anywhere in there as long as there's 5 cards. So if they do what's called thin to win, as long as it's cut 5 cards, then it's perfect. Or some like to go deep. And then we will bring it together. And then we will place this extra cut card right about here so that the dealer knows when we're getting to the end of the shoe. The dealer never wants to run out of cards. Then the super has to get called over, and then we have a situation. Player comes up to the game, and I'm going to show you the value of the chips. Each one, if you'll notice, has a color. And they're pretty basic. Each casino is the same. Red is $5, green is $25, black is $100, purple is $500, yellow is $1,000, and it goes up from there. We'll have brown chips, orange chips. That's when it gets stressful for the dealer. and we will explain the hands. Let's say this table is a minimum $25 table. Player is sitting there. These circles right here are the betting areas. So a player never wants to have their chips in between like that, because the dealer will not really know if that's a bet or not. Like right here. The player needs to be right in the middle. The dealer stays on all 17s. So an ace and a 6 is a 17 to us. An ace and a 6 to you could be a 7 or a 17. So depending on what the dealer's up card is as to how you're going to bet. Dealer will burn the first card. Always burning the first card. Players will ask, why do you burn the first card? For card counters. That's one card they cannot count. Cards will come out. And that's a perfect hand to play. 11. You always want to double down on an 11. And what a double down is you want one card. And you're hoping it's going to be a 10. Right now the deck is flush in 10s, so you're looking for that 21. So the player will go like this, set them side by side, means a double down. If they're split, then the player will split, will show the fingers like this. That's telling the dealer they want to split. In this particular case, they cannot. And I will explain what a split is. All right, so he wants one card. The dealer brings the card out, face up, and cannot draw any more cards. And it's going like this, hoping that the dealer will bust. The dealer has a 7 showing. You always assume that the dealer will have a 10 underneath. No matter what your hand is, always assume the dealer has a 10. Dealer will turn the card, and the dealer had the 10. We'll come in, take losers, pay any winners, and go to the next hand. So as far as hand signals go, when the player wants to stay, the player waves across the cards. When the player wants to hit, the player will go like this or will go like this. And that tells the dealer they want a card. If they tap the table like this, many of us dealers think that that's a hit. So you need to be very careful in how you want to make your call. Stay and hit. Double down and split. And so the player will bring out another chip. Dealer will deal to the hand. In this particular case, they have a 12 against a 5. Strategy in blackjack is you assume the dealer has a 10 underneath, so dealer might have a 15. In this particular case, even though you just have a 12 and the object of the game is to get as close to 21 without going over, in this particular case, you want the dealer to go over. So you're going to stay on your hand. Dealer will hit. Dealer has a 12. And as luck would have it, the dealer somehow always manages to make their hand on a 12. They call that dealer's ace. All right, now I'm going to set up some hands for you so you can see how to play the actual game. I will bring them out, and I will explain to you what a split is, what a double down is, and technically, you know, there is a strategy, but I say it's all about having fun. So let's say we have a 16. 16 does not hold up against a dealer's, let's say the dealer's showing a 7, does not hold up against a possible 17. So in this particular case, the player needs to make the decision on whether to hit or whether to stay. To me, this is the hardest hand to have to play because a 16, there's many cards that will take you over, which is called a bust, and there's many cards that will help your hand. In this particular case, let's bring this out. There's that ace. In this case, it will be a 1. It cannot be an 11, otherwise you've got 16 plus 11 is 27. So you look at it, 16 plus 1 is 17. Dealer stays on all 17. So now you will stay on that hand. Let's say you have a face card and an ace. This is blackjack. This is the name of the game. It's a winner. In this particular case, we'll be paying 2 to 1. In casinos, they'll pay 3-2, but if they pay 6-5 or even money, you want to stay away from those tables because that takes the edge away from you. So in this particular case, the dealer will come out and will pay it 2-1. Let's say the dealer has an ace showing and you have blackjack. You can make the choice whether to write it out and hope the dealer doesn't have a blackjack so you can get that 2-1, or you can ask for even money, which means go ahead and get paid in case the dealer does have the 21. You want to take that guaranteed win. Or let's say you want to write it out, so the dealer will sneak a little peek, look and see, and guess what? So in this particular case, it's a push. You did not win, you did not lose, you stayed even on it. If the dealer had the face card or the ace and a 7, then that becomes a winner and it pays 2-1. So that is your blackjack, and it's your choice as to how to play your card there. Let's say the player has received 2 8s. This is where it is a 16, or to make your hand better, you want to split them. Now you're playing 2 hands, and this is where you will match whatever your bet is in your betting circle with this. And if it's together and you say you want to split, the dealer will just come along and split them apart. Now you get to play 2 hands, and we'll start with this hand first, and we'll come out with a 3. In this particular case, that's an 11. You always want to double down after the 11. So you will match your bet, and this is where you want 1 card. And this is the 1 card. That is now pat hand. You cannot hit it anymore. You're done. Now we go to this one, and we will hit it. This is a 17, and now you make your decision whether you want to hit it or not. In this case, the dealer stays on all 17s, but you're welcome to hit it if you want or stay. So you will make your hand signal to the dealer, I want to stay. And then that is a split and how it is played. Another scenario you might have is 2 aces. Now I had told you they can be a 1 or an 11. In this particular case, that's not a lot. That's 2 or 12. You want to split them apart, and you want to play 2 hands. So what you will do is you will match your bet and split. Aces are a little tricky. You only get 1 hit on each ace. That's it. So you'll get 1 and 1. Very nice hand. Now that is not a blackjack. That is 21. The only way you get a blackjack is your first 2 cards. This is the 3rd and 4th card. So this is no longer blackjack, but it is a 21. And you're going to hope that beats the dealer's hand. And that's how you do your split on aces. And so that's pretty much the name of the game. I don't usually sell this. This is called insurance. And let's say you have a 20 and the dealer is showing a face card. You can insure your bet. And what that is you have your bet here and you have 20. You want to insure it. You have to bet half of what that is. In this particular case, it's $12.50. We don't have dollars at a $25 game. So you will insure it at $10. The dealer will flip the cards over. If the dealer does not have a 21, the dealer will take your insurance away. If the dealer had a 21, this is still a loser because 20 does not beat a 21, but this will pay 2-1. So as you can see, it's not really beneficial to have insurance. You're better off to play your hand out. And that's part of the strategy. But again, it's your call. You can bet, you can hit, you can stay, You can split, and you can have a great time. If you'd like to have a table like this, or a dealer like myself, just contact us, and we're ready to go.